I'm going to ask, please, also, if you think my job is tough, you should be the people who try to support me. And I'm going to ask my board to stand because they have my back on every corner. Some of them are spread out here. Please stand. You guys know I love you. I would never try to do anything without you. I have the best board in the world. And yet there are some other folks who have my back every day. And that's my staff. I bet you guys are thinking I got a big old staff, right? No, we do this with a very small group of dynamic, committed women. I'm going to ask them please to stand. I think Gail's still behind me. Please stand. These are the folks who have put on this conference. And we have no other people hidden in the background. This is it, guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I am so lucky to have this group. So one more group I want to recognize. I hope you guys are enjoying lunch. I just want to recognize the staff for the hotel. Let's give them a round of applause. We've got people working all over the hotel, making sure things go right. We couldn't do this obviously without them. And thank you guys so much. I wanted to publicly say you've been awesome and we appreciate it. Okay, awards. Let's see what Gail's got for me. Okay, every year we give some awards and these are very precious to us. We get nominations early in the summer and these are then considered and decisions are made. People do not know they are getting these awards. Some of them are here, some of them are not, but we've got awards for them. The first one is our Reclaiming Children's Award. And this award recognizes outstanding efforts at the local and state level on behalf of our children who are experiencing behavioral health challenges and their families. Now, our winner is well known in the behavioral health community and is a family member navigating the system. She knows from her own experience how this systems work. She has worked in several family-run organizations and co-founded Reach Family Services. Our winner has gone above and beyond at the local and state level to support families. She puts her entire being into the work she does for the community and has made a difference. Even in her retirement, she continues to volunteer her time to support families and children involved in the behavioral health system. Our winner continues providing much needed support in the background to change family lives and selflessly donates her time in making a difference. This person was nominated by Nicole Mysick, and our 2022 winner of the Reclaiming Children's Award is Sherry Candelaria. Is Sherry here with us? Come on up, sweetie. We all want to see you. And I apologize, I cannot see to the back. Make sure we get some pictures. Yeah.
Okay, you guys. total surprise. They kept this secret very well. But I just want to say that I have 6 children and 15 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren, and they all have diagnoses. So I've been in this world for a long time, fighting for rights of families, and I am peer as well. And I just want to thank all of you, because if it isn't for all of us, who knows, what we'd be doing these days. So thank you, everybody.
And I know some of you have said to me over the years, Linda, you always get teary when you give these awards. That's true. Live with it. I do. I get very teary when I give these awards because they're so special. So if I get teary, just say that's Linda. She can't help it. Okay, our next award, near and dear to my heart. This is our Family Peer Specialist Award. Each year, we pay tribute to our family peer workforce. We definitely pay tribute to our family peer workforce. This is our lifeblood, and we honor one of our own as an outstanding family peer specialist doing the work of supporting our families. This year's winner has done both in her role of founding Learn to Cope. As a mother of someone experiencing substance use, she could not find the information on this disease, the trajectory, how to get recovery, or where to turn for help. Have any of us ever felt that way? Absolutely. In response to the need to get answers, she began her work as a leader. She has fought tirelessly to bring awareness to this epidemic to public officials, to spread her learning over 27 chapters in Massachusetts. Throughout her efforts, she has remained true to her original mission, which was to support families facing addiction, recovery, and mental health challenges. Our winner always brings the voice of the family to any committee, public hearing, TV event. And while anyone else might have given up this fight, she has remained steadfast, humble, and determined to help families. Nominated by Doris Kramer, this year's winner is Joanne Peterson as our family peer specialist. And Sue Smith, if you would come up and join me, please, dear. I'm so shocked. You deserve it so much. Would you like to say anything? Oh, wait, she was a picture. It's my picture, not.
Thank you so much, everybody. And Doris, thank you. This is a total shock. But it is near and dear to my heart, all the work that all of you are doing here and the work that we at Learn to Cope, our amazing team, have done and do and continue to do every day in Massachusetts. It comes from our hearts because it's our families that we love and that we lose or that we see find recovery. And then all those children that are affected. So thank you for everything you do. And thank you so much for this. This is such an honor. Thank you.
Hey, can we pull up the slide, please? The special slide that we, nope, the other one. The picture. Ah. The picture. There we go. All right. We have an award that is very dear to our hearts. This is our Karl Dennis Award. And I'm going to turn this over to Sue Smith because there's no one better than Sue to present this. Let me make it bigger. I can make it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I have the honor to present the Karl Dennis Award. How many people in this room actually remember Karl Dennis? Fair number? When we talk about, and I've heard it in 2 places that I've been, and I think about it almost daily, the shoulders on which we stand, these are them. He was the first that I know of to believe in us. I remember the first time I heard him speak, and in the end, I could give his speeches almost as well as he could. I'd heard them so many times. But he would say, unconditional care and never give up. And that saved my life at one point in my life. So it is my honor to give, and I'm going to give you the history. He has written this, which would not come up on my bigger pad, so you can hope I can read it. From Karl. When I retired from Kaleidoscope in 2002, the board of directors of the Federation announced that they had created a Karl Dennis Unconditional Care Award. I was so overwhelmed and honored to have this award in my name. As I thought about the award, I asked the board 2 things. One, that I would never have anything to do with who was selected and to be the recipient. And 2, that it would be a committee of past winners who would select the awardees. That has been our process every year since. However, this year's recipient is someone I have known for over 40 years. And I'm so proud, as I can't think of anyone who is more deserving of this award than Olivia, and I am having trouble with her last name, Delguidice, Delguidice, and I have known Olivia 49 years and never heard her last name before. For over 40 years, Olivia provided unconditional care service to Chicago's hardest and most difficult to serve children and families. Olivia started at Kaleidoscope in October of 1978. The agency was the birthplace of unconditional care and wraparound services. She left briefly from 1981 to 1983 to gain her master's degree in social work, and this November she will retire from full-time employment after 40 years of being the glue that held Kaleidoscope together. During her tenure at Kaleidoscope, Olivia was first a family worker, and then, due to her firm belief in the tenets of unconditional care and wraparound services, became the associate director. During her years at Kaleidoscope, Olivia worked with many families and youth who had been rejected from many other agencies due to the difficulties of working with them. She quickly learned that looking for the positives, finding out what the family wanted, and wrapping them in care that took into account those things, she and her team found that positive outcomes were very possible. Olivia's commitment to unconditional care and wraparound became very obvious when one year early in her tenure at Kaleidoscope, there was a large snowstorm in town which shut down most services. But Olivia said her families would all be home and she could go visit them to make sure they were all right and had the necessities to get through the storm. It was this type of commitment that endeared her to the families as they learned to she truly cared for them and saw them as leaders in their care team. As associate director, Olivia trained hundreds of workers to provide unconditional care and wraparound services. She was highly respected by both workers and by the state and private agencies she worked for. The state of Illinois knew that Kaleidoscope would accept anyone referred to them and would never discharge anyone for anything other than positive outcomes. Thus, they saved children and families that made other agencies refuse to work with. Today, Olivia still stays in contact with many of the youth and families Kaleidoscope has served. Truly a testament to her strength and of commitment and courage to work with others that were labeled the most difficult to serve. And Karl wanted me to thank you for your work and your dedication. And I would say, for those who didn't know him, he has a book And I suggest you read it only because without that, you don't get wonderful stories of all the work that Kaleidoscope did. And I think truly Olivia was kind of the wind beneath the wing. She was always in the background and Karl was always out in front leading. And I just want to thank you, thank Karl, and most of all, thank Olivia for being one of the people that gave us the foundation on which we stand and the hope that we give to our families. Thank you.
And next year, because we will be in Chicago, we are hoping Karl will be with us. It will be an amazing opportunity for you to meet him. Okay, I've got a couple more things here to hand out. I'm going to ask Joni Bruce. Are you here? Is Joni in the room? Becky, are you in the room? Come on down. So we started planning this conference a long time ago, as you can imagine, and we needed help. And these two women stepped right up. In case you're not familiar with either of the organizations, we have the Oklahoma Family Network and Parents Helping Parents. Please come up. We have some awards of appreciation for both of you for hosting us this year. This one is for Becky. Thank you so much. We could not have done this without you. Anything you want to say?
We're really glad you're all here because it means we could be here in
Yeah.
Oklahoma. It's been great.
Yeah, we're so glad. Wasn't that 700 and something? 700 and something in attendance. That's just amazing. So thanks everyone for coming. Thank you so much.
And if you guys aren't familiar with these two amazing organizations, please check them out. They are here in your state. I would clone them and put them in every state if I could. So, please enjoy this wonderful resource that you have here. Okay, I have one more, excuse me. I have one more award that I want to hand out here. So this is a lot of work. As you can imagine, if you've ever planned a conference, you know how much work this is. And somebody has to take the reins on it. And this year, that changed in our organization. We had someone who had done this in the past, and she decided to do something different. And we needed someone to take over this conference. I'm going to cry. I told you I cry sometimes. Michelle Covington. This woman stepped up. She's worked nights, weekends.
Thank you.
And it's perfect. And we go together. Now, Michelle has been with me. She was the first person I hired when I came into this position. She is my lifeline to everything. She's my phone a friend. She's my tell me I'm going down the wrong path. And as you can see, she is the worker of miracles. So thank you, Michelle. I have said that to Michelle a million times. I needed to say it in front of every one of you. She's amazing and none of you can have her. Now, the rest of our staff worked just as hard, but we had to have somebody who would keep us in line, keep us between the rails, and Michelle has done that. And you'll see her out here. Please stop and tell her thank you, because she has done a tremendous job. So one more time for all of our award winners. So I want to say once again, thank you so much to our stomp dancers. That was amazing. And Josh, I want to call you out and say thank you for helping us arrange these incredible experiences that we're having. Josh has been just such an amazing help with all of this. And with that, I will say we are dismissed. We will see you back about 5 o'clock for more food and a little bit of fellowship. Thank you so much.